What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Pious Levus, entitled Beast of the Foulest Depths. This is released on Warfare Noise Productions. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of San Antonio, Texas, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very traditional, raw, blasphemous hybrid of both black metal and death metal. Yeah. When I first heard about this project coming together, I was very, very excited and intrigued as to how things were going to progress. Because this is a project that's relatively new, but the people involved in the project have some serious experience within some Texas metal bands, most notably Hod, Burial Shroud, Butchered Saint, who would later go on to become Burial Shroud, and most notably Thornspawn. These guys were all around during the earliest beginning stages of Thornspawn's existence, and them coming together to create a brand new project seemed very exciting, very much in the old guard sort of tradition of Texas metal. And this is the very first release we get from the band in the form of Beast of the Foulest Depths. It's 11 tracks and it clocks in at around 29 minutes in length, and pretty much what I feel after listening to this album multiple times is that this is only going to serve as a standpoint for them to get better and better with time. I feel like the best is still yet to come from this project. We're just going to have to wait and see, but for the time being, I'm very, very excited and stoked on this project, and really haven't really been this excited or stoked for a new Texas band in a very, very long time. And I think Pious Levus are going to be making big, big moves as the years go along. From the minute you listen to this album, you can tell that this is straight up raw from the get-go, from the way the production quality is, to the way every instrument is executed, to the way everything sounds. This is not a polished or cleanly sort of record by any means, but the way this band makes it work, I think it's very enjoyable, and I think it's very, very solid all the way through and through. There are a lot of catchy guitar playing moments going on here. The riffs are very strong, very elaborate sounding. Everything feels right. I think from the minute you hear songs like Nameless Cruciforms or Bal de Mentoire, to Desolate Dreams of Burial Hymns, to In Cursing Invader, you get some seriously killer guitar riff work going on here. It's very catchy, it's scorching, it's evil sounding, and it feels right. I love how every riff on this album feels. It just sounds wonderful. The bass work on here is very audible too, very well played, a very good accompaniment to the riffs that are all over this album. It's just a very heavy, heavy guitar riff driven sort of record, but the bass has its own moments too. The drum work on here, very, very blast beat heavy, a lot of blasting going on, a lot of fills, a lot of creative moments going on with the drums, but this is a very blast beat heavy record. And I think for a band like Pious Levus, these blast beats feel necessary, and they definitely do belong. A lot of quick moments with these drums. I mean, some of these songs are pretty short, but yet this drummer keeps up a very, very strong and solid pace. Very, very awesome, solid drum performance. And when it comes to the vocals, I love this vocalist style. Very tormented, very twisted. You can hear him very audibly and perfectly, very well worded sort of vocals. But yet you can tell this guy is tormented. He's possessed in a way. Just the way he screams, he shouts, he does these very interesting sorts of vocal stylings. I think it works very well for all of these songs and for the lyrical content. It definitely has a genuine legitimateness when it comes to what this album is talking about and what kind of themes this band represents. Very, very awesome vocal performance. So overall, this is a very solid debut, but I think this band is still a work in progress. I know this band recently did their very first live show a couple of weeks ago. Very, very impressive stuff, and I'm excited to see the future of this band and see them progress and get better and get stronger. But this is a very solid starting point, and I only wish them all the best. So If I do think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Nameless Cruciforms, the title track, Desolate Dreams of Burial Hymns, In Cursing Invader, and Pious Levus. Very, very awesome track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Pious Levus Bandcamp page, where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and you can buy it directly through the band's Bandcamp physically in the form of this CD. You have this really badass artwork, pro CD, pro booklet, very, very nicely done packaging going on here. This is a really, really cool CD. Big thank you to Lord Necron for giving me the hookup with this CD. Definitely get it from the band and help this band continue on in their journey. So, again, the album is Beast of the Foulest Depths by Pious Levus. This is released on Warfare Noise Productions. Go check this one out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Very good debut album. This band will only get better from here. I'm confident on it. So if you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Or any of you guys into Pious Levus, or any of you guys also into Hod, Burial, Shroud, or Thornspawn, definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until next time, Army Hell out.